Dash This Lola. We just kind of had choice up in here.
Yeah, we did.
Okay. This is Lola Thompson. This is my girl Mello. And this is Dash This Lola. Y'all see that right there? Remember to subscribe to the channel. Go to dashthislola.com and subscribe. There's a little red bar. Subscribe. Tell your friends. Tell your mama. Tell your sister. Tell your auntie. Tell your uncle. Tell your grandma. She'll like it too. We got some stuff for grandma too.
We do.
Yeah, and go back and look at our old episodes and like those and share them on Facebook because you have a little thing you can click to share on Facebook. So share it, subscribe, and share. SNS. Subscribe and share, right?
Please do.
Please do.
SNS.
And we thank you for you guys who
like
watch
that.
on a regular basis. As my business partner says, I salute the divinity in you. I don't know where he got that from. I think that's what namaste means, but he started saying that.
Yeah.
I think that's what. So we were talking about it's never too late to pursue your dreams after 40. It's not. It's never too late to pursue your dreams. You can always jump in. Now, it's not necessarily that it's easy. But I think what makes it hard is that you've built a whole life, right? Doing this thing or doing those things. And you
Right.
say to yourself, especially with me, I'll be 100 when it comes to real estate. I was always in business. I was always so hesitant because I was like, yo, this is where I make my money.
Yeah.
So how do I jump off this ledge,
And
and think that entertainment is going to save me? But the reality of it is that entertainment will.
Yeah.
It will shift.
It'll shift.
But it's what you pay attention to that you get more of, right? It's what you pay attention to. So the more attention I don't pay to it, the less it manifests itself. It's like everything else. What you focus on gets bigger.
Yeah. Right.
And what you focus on. So we were
Positive
talking about
or negative.
positive or negative. So if you're tired of getting kicked in your teeth, then you might want to stop hanging around people who like to kick people in the teeth.
Please. Please.
But we were talking about how many people, and by the way, thank you to our producer, Kwame
Yes.
Aduro, for coming up with this great line of conversation because it's really, really, really awesome. I love it, Kwame. Thank you. So how many people have done that? How many people have pursued their dreams, right, after 45 that we know about? Like examples. My best example is Tina Turner.
Tina Turner.
Tina Turner, think about, we've all watched What's Love Got to Do? We've all watched that show, right? We've all watched that movie. We all Eat the Cake anime. We all know that. We all know that. We know that. Everybody knows that. So everybody knows that he was smacking her around and she went through changes, had all these babies. He was controlling her career.
And then they ended up slapping her around.
Right.
Ridiculous.
And so controlled
Ridiculous.
her life was just like, anybody looking at that life is like, yo, chick, you just need to go get on welfare because ain't nothing happening for you.
Yeah, and somebody did tell her that, right?
Yep, you just need to cut it out. But most would listen. See, comes a point when you have to decide that the where you are is more scary than the where you might end up.
Yeah. Well, yes.
Well, you can't be okay with the where you are anymore. And Tina was that chick.
Yeah.
Tina said, well, I don't know what I'm going to get over there, but I know this shit right here ain't working.
It's got to be better than this.
It's got to be better than this. And when you make that decision, that's why I always talk to people about really getting real about where you are and where you want to go and saying to yourself, what do I have to lose? Like a lot of times I tell people, it's not about whether or not you want to. You can't afford not to take a step further.
You really can't. I know I can't.
Yeah.
Shoot. If I want to get to the next step,
You got to take a step.
I got to keep going. I got to keep moving.
The
And
biggest
it's a
risk is
struggle.
not taking a risk at all.
Yep.
I've heard that forever, and a young lady that I
That's
met
true.
online recently said that to me in a message that she sent. The biggest risk is never taking a risk at all, because then you never know what's possible. If you
And
stay
you're always
safe,
wondering.
yeah, you always. Well, look, wondering that I have a firm belief that if God, like you said, puts that desire in your heart and you don't pursue it, He will continue, and it's something that He needs you to do.
Yeah,
because
yeah,
you're an
yes.
integral part of the puzzle. He will slap you over and over and over again until you get it together. Right? You head just flying.
I really believe that. Yes, in so many words.
Well, Oprah or Maya Angelou, I think used to say, first it's a nudge. First it's a whisper.
Yes.
Then
and
it's
just
a nudge. Then it's a push. Then it's a punch. Right? So, yeah. Do you get it? Can you get it already? Are you listening? Do you hear the words that are coming out of my mouth? Right? So that is almost like that.
Yeah.
It's almost like that. And so, well, Tina Turner is my example. I couldn't really come up with anybody else specifically because she's the one that I really focus on. But just in my life, my My mother worked for an adoption agency for 21 years in New York City, Sheltering Arms Adoption Agency, and she decided one day, she was tired. She said she took an early retirement. We moved to Maryland. And for a couple of years, she wasn't sure what she wanted to do, but then she started her life over as a real estate agent.
There you go.
And became one of the top 5% of agents for sales for the entire country. Okay? Right.
Right?
Not for our office.
Maryland.
In the entire country.
The country.
In the
That's
entire
pretty
country.
cool.
And so, that was bold. It was brave,
Yeah.
to be able, people thought she was crazy. Why in the world would you leave New York? You've known it all your life. You've been here since you were 17 years old. Why in the world would you leave? And her leaving was because she just felt moved and motivated to do something different. She had given service in adoption for years, helping women with surrendering their rights to their children. And so she did that. So it was time for her to leave. And that's the other thing. When you're wondering whether or not if you should, move, sometimes your space to do that thing what you want to do or is in your heart, it's not where you currently reside.
Right.
You have to leave there.
Sometimes you do.
Right? That was the lesson for me with my mom. You have to leave there. You have to go to, I know there's something for me in St. Croix. There's something for me in Italy. There's something for me something for me in California, Probably none of it is what I think it is there for me. But sometimes you have to get uncomfortable. Not sometimes. Hey, wait a minute. Hallelujah. Sometimes, all the time.
Yeah.
You got to come out your comfort zone and you got to come out that box and go to somewhere different. Even if it's not geographic, like moving to another state, you got to do something different to get something different.
You do. You have to change. You have to shift. You have to move some stuff around. Because, what's the saying? If you keep doing what you've always done, you'll always have what you've always had.
Yes, absolutely. I wish we could come up with some more examples. Can you? Okay, so my
But the
mom,
only other person I can think of is a guy.
No, it doesn't matter.
Okay, cool. So it's who we were talking about earlier, Samuel L. Jackson.
Oh, wow. Crackhead. Woo,
Yes.
baby, that's a big...
He didn't get it together until he was 45.
Right.
45. And, for somebody who was on drugs, he looks good for his age.
Well,
He
all that
looks
money
great.
and recuperating, he's recuperated now almost as long as he was a crackhead. Matter of fact, he was on drugs.
Well, how old is he?
He's 50-something. He might be 60.
That's not that long.
But I'm saying he's been better. He's been well longer than he was not well.
Okay, so he wasn't doing it that long.
No, I don't think he was. It was a period of time that he got caught up.
He got caught up. Yeah,
It was a period of
and that's
time.
how he tells the story. You're right.
Yeah, when you see him now, he's going that crackhead. When he doing that, the shuffle, he had just got out of rehab. He was still a bona fide crackhead. He had just got out of rehab. So your hats off to him.
Hilarious though.
That was hilarious, and what
He
was
played
real.
that
Well, he
role,
said
yes.
he played the hell out of that role
Yeah.
because he knew it. But there goes
Yeah.
again. All of the things you are going through are leading you. It's a trail.
It really
it's
is.
guiding you to where it is you're supposed to go.
And who would
could have
think?
told him? Being a crackhead, my dude, is a part. It's gonna make you
one
famous.
day.
Being a crackhead is gonna be to your advantage. Whew,
Yes.
did you hear that, y'all?
Yeah, right.
So it don't matter what you've been through. It doesn't matter what the situation, the circumstance, the environment, how nasty or dirty, whatever. It's working towards your good. Okay? It's working towards that passion, towards that dream. We were at this restaurant yesterday, and forgive me, I don't know who you are, lady, but it was a show about what is it?
Polyester.
No, polygamy or...
Polygamy.
Not monogamy. Polyamorousness, right? And
no, he's not.
so look, this
Is he really?
so
You be splitting and slicing up words over here.
polyamorousness. Our camera guy's screwing up his face because I messed up the word. Whatever.
cracking up.
He be jacking up some stuff. So, but we were watching this television show, and it was a documentary, and they were talking about this girl, and her name was Robin, and they said, well, she had multiple partners that lived in a house with her, right? She was the only chick. All these dudes, I'm like, woo, right? Wow. So.
Wow. And they were all in a relationship?
Yeah, with her, taking weight until she wanted to deal with him. I thought that was awesome. So, thought that was phenomenal. Thought that was phenomenal. So I said, as I was listening to the woman intro her, the woman said, Robin has always been very friendly, and she's always had so much love to give. She's always had multiple partners and always just tried to share her love with as many people as she possibly could. And I said, everybody else when Robin was younger was saying, Robin is a hoe. But little did Robin know that back then what was called a hoe was going to be fly right now, and she was going to be on this documentary, writing a book, and everybody was going to be listening to Robin's example of being polyamorous. I thought that, because I was listening, I was like, Mom, you hear that? She's like, what? I said, they said Robin has always been extremely friendly with lots of love to give. And I was like, yo, that is hilarious. So Tina Turner, Samuel L. Jackson, my mama, Carolyn Thompson, were the examples that we gave.
Yes, good example.
To why people, the people who've decided to pursue a different life, their dream, after the age of 45.
Exactly.
Because you can do it.
And they, they may have thought it was too late at one point.
Absolutely, but it wasn't. And when we come back to our next segment, we're going to talk to y'all about how you get started, because you can start from where you are. But before you stop looking, go right after you stop watching this, go to the subscribe bar and click subscribe, okay? Click subscribe, and so you can get all the news feeds, get everything to find out when our new episodes are coming up. We'll be right back with That's Just Lola.